Today, we're taking a look at the Nintendo Direct that happened yesterday, and today we're going to be taking a look at all the biggest reveals and break them down. This was the final Nintendo Switch Nintendo Direct, and pretty much later down this year, we're going to actually see what the next Nintendo console is as the Nintendo Switch successor. However, they did want to show us one more showcase to basically show what we can expect from the end of this year and the beginning of next year. So, very interesting to see. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. So the very first game they went right into was a brand new Mario and Luigi game. Yes, that's right, we are getting Mario and Luigi Brothership, that is the name of this game. It's actually crazy how much the Mario RPG franchises are thriving, right? We had the Super Mario RPG remake, we obviously had stuff like the Paper Mario Thousand Year Door remake, and now we're getting a Mario Luigi game here in 2024, man. You love to see it. We're getting another game, a brand new one, and this one looks very interesting. First of all, I love the style and just the presentation of this game looks very nice. I love how beautiful it looks, very beautiful to me, and the style, and it looks very cartoonish, which is pretty much what the Mario and Luigi series is. You know, it's a very cartoonish stylized RPG series, and man, I'm so excited to really dive into this game. It looks so much fun, and it looks like you're actually exploring through in a ship. Of course, as the title implies, in Mario Luigi Brothership, you're going through this, and it seems like you get to explore new and different areas as you continue to progress through the game. I'm interested to see what the story is, because as obviously as we all know, Mario and Luigi games also have stories to them. So I'm very curious to see what they do and pull off here. I think it's going to be a great game. It's going to be a great time. Of course, Mario and Luigi is such a well-respected Mario RPG series, and people love this for the way how they do the RPG combat system, how they go through with its game mechanics, and just in general, man, this game looks a lot of fun. The game mechanics look good. I love the style and the cartoonish look of it, the presentation and the aesthetic, everything. This game looks very promising. Mario & Luigi Brothership is coming out on November 7th, 2024, so it's going to be a massive game, and it's going to be a heavy hitter at the end of this year. Now, this was a really insane reveal. Donkey Kong Country Returns, which is one of my favorite Donkey Kong games of all time. This game, once again, is being ported with an HD port to the Nintendo Switch, and it's actually coming out very later than I was expecting. This is coming out on January 15th, 2025, so it's going to be one of Nintendo's first games releasing next year, which makes sense, right? A lot of people have been asking for a new Donkey Kong game. A port at this end of the Nintendo Switch's run, I will actually take it. I still wish we got a new Donkey Kong game, but this is fine for me at least. However, I do think he'll definitely, for sure, get a new game in the next console. I really just do think that's what's going to happen here. But Donkey Kong Country Returns, yeah, this is one of my favorite Donkey Kong games of all time. And once again, it's being ported to another console, obviously bringing all the content that both versions have. So yeah, just a good one to see here. Obviously, it's going to be ported with probably it's going to be an HD port of the game. So yeah, again, a lot of people want a Donkey Kong, like a brand new Donkey Kong game, but this I will take. I mean, Donkey Kong Country Returns is still a fantastic game, and so I'm very excited to see and explore this once again. This next game is actually from a beloved RPG franchise, and that is Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest, the entire Edric trilogy, 1, 2, and 3 are all being remastered with an HD port to the Nintendo Switch. An HD remaster of the first original trilogy of Dragon Quest. And man, these games with their pixel art style and just in general how the HD looks for this game looks super clean and crisp. I love how it looks. And this is great for the Dragon Quest fans in the community that obviously adore this franchise, because obviously it's one of the greatest RPG franchises of all time. It's super massive and popular, and they get to experience the first 3 games again, and this time in HD glory. Again, that's great for a lot of people who definitely want to go through these games again and experience those stories, those adventures, and the stories that these characters go through. So once again, this was a good get in this Nintendo Direct. Obviously, this is from a massive partner that always is usually around in Nintendo shows. Like Dragon Quest usually makes an appearance on Nintendo Directs, so this made a lot of sense. But this looks very good and promising, and I'm very curious to see how it does, because the remakes are going to be coming out in sort of like their own timetables. There's some coming out at the end of this year, and then the other few are going to be coming out at the beginning of the year. So it's going to be good, and again, It's going to be interesting to see how it goes. We got to see some Nintendo Switch Online and expansion pack news. We got 4 games shown here. The first being The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past 4 Swords. This is one of the most beloved Zelda co-op games. Of course, this came out on the Game Boy Advance, and I'm very excited that people get to play that. There's also Metroid Zero Mission, which is actually a Metroid 1 remake, which fitting that this is coming at this time, as we'll get to in a bit later, but again, very good gets. And then they get into the Nintendo 64 expansion pack with some rated M for mature games, and just right off the bat, they got Turok Dinosaur Hunter, which is a fantastic game, a very sleeper game. I loved playing this game when I got the chance to. Turok Dinosaur Hunter is awesome, but then the other game they got was a must-get, especially with all the news surrounding this game currently because of a reveal, and that is Perfect Dark. Perfect Dark finally being added to the Nintendo 64 expansion pack. This is an incredible game that you can play on the Nintendo 64 and is a must-play in my opinion. So you get to play all these 4 games already if you have Nintendo Switch Online and the expansion pack. Next up was a massive reveal. We're getting another new Mario Party, but this one is actually Super Mario Party Jamboree. Now this game, wow, this actually has a lot of potential to be incredible. They really gave us a sneak peek of some of the characters that you can be able to choose from to play as. They showed a lot of boards that are going to be in this game. It looks like there's going to be 7 total boards, 5 new ones, and 2 that are from classic games from the franchise. And man, the boards look great. There's one that looks like it takes place in a mall. There's another one that looks very Mario Kart themed. Man, the Mario Kart theme with this looks fantastic. The boards here just look awesome. This looks like it's going to be a great time. The one thing I'm very curious to see in this game when we get down more into the line, because obviously this game is going to be shown again at some point, is I want to see more of the mini games. But this game just looks incredible. We have 5 new boards and then 2 from past games. So yeah, just incredible stuff that we're seeing here. Super Mario Party Jamboree. This game is going to be a fantastic time, and I'm very excited to see how it goes. And then right here, we got another showing of the next Legend of Zelda game, The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom, which this game, obviously I love this style that they went with here, because obviously this is going to be the next Zelda game, but man, it looks fantastic. And actually, what's interesting about this game is that Link is actually the one that gets in danger in this game, and you're actually playing as Zelda in this game. And it has a lot of great systems. For example, they have stuff where, because she has like this Echo Rod, you can actually be able to use that rod and be able to pretty much take and make an echo of that item and be able to use it or throughout the world in order to solve puzzles, to get around in different areas in the environment. It's super cool how they do it. And also what's interesting about this game is that you can also make echoes of the enemies and you can use them in combat. So there's a lot of different ways to approach the game. The game also looks so beautiful. I love the style of this game and how it looks. It looks promising. This game is actually also coming out very soon. It's coming out on September 26th of this year. So this is going to be a massive Switch game to get in the fall of this year. Now, I already talked about this game in a past video in my Summer Game Fest 2024 video. However, I'll talk about it again here. Yes, once again, LEGO Horizon Adventures is coming as well to the Switch, which I know is a very massive surprise because Horizon is actually a massive PlayStation IP in the modern day. So the fact that this is actually coming out on a Nintendo console is actually crazy. Even if it's a LEGO game, it's kind of insane that a character from a massive Sony IP, and they're having a game obviously in LEGO style, it's still crazy that this is going to be a game that's going to be on the Nintendo Switch, and it's going to be great to see how it goes. Then finally, the final game they showed in this entire Nintendo Direct was a game that is one of the most anticipated video games currently. People have waited years and years for this game to be shown, and we finally got it here, guys. Yes, man! We got Metroid Prime 4 Beyond is the name of the game, and we finally got it here in this Nintendo Direct. I was so positive this was going to be shown here, but now actually seeing it and seeing how the game is, man, this is going to be the game. One of the games next year to play. Next year is looking stacked, but man, this game is going to be incredible, and I'm very excited to get into Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. It's looking great. And also, this game, I believe, is definitely going to be a cross-gen game, because I have no doubt that this game is also going to be a potential launch title for the next Nintendo console that's going to be coming out soon. So yeah, there's a lot to digest here, but man, the game looks fantastic. It really has that Metroid Prime feel, and I'm very excited. This game's coming out in 2025, so we're just gonna have to see news throughout the end of this year and at the beginning of next year most likely, but yeah, it's gonna be great. And yeah, that's pretty much everything you guys need to know that happened in the Nintendo Direct here. This was a fantastic Nintendo Direct. I mean, there's really no doubt about it. This is a great Nintendo Direct to end the Nintendo Switch Nintendo Directs here, and man, there was just so much promising stuff. I'm super excited for the Nintendo future, of course, as somebody who loves what they do in their product, and just in general, the next console is going to be crazy, which of course will be around to obviously cover that stuff later down this year. But man, what a great showing for the future and everything's just gonna look great, and I'm very excited that everything here that was shown just looks so good.